Boxing with Wadi Camacho at Ringside Boxing Gym. So we're post fight day. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. A bit sore. Got a couple of the bruises, so cuts in my eyes. But other than that, I feel strong and fit still.
So looking at your face today, there's a couple of marks around the eyes. How did that happen?
As a lot of people probably saw on the night, I think his first round or second round, he was using quite a lot of his head as we're in the clinch. And like I said, he cut me there. And then I think during the fight, he was using his head quite a lot, kind of fighting a bit dirty. I think he was trying to do the survivor mode, and he was grabbing me all the time. It's like he didn't really want to be in there, but he was inside the ring. And I think during the rounds as well, he was cutting me more. I basically had 4 cuts, all by using his head. And I think the referee should have gave him some type of that warning, because he actually knew that he was headbutting me, but it was an accident. But still the fight still carries on. I wasn't really fazed about that. I let my corner obviously do their job, and I was just concentrating on doing my job, and that's me getting that win. I've watched the video back now, and me looking at it, I'll give myself actually probably 3 to 4 rounds up. But I don't know what the probably referee was actually watching or something, because most of the judges as well, they were giving me a few rounds up as well. But it is what it is. On points, at the end of the day, I got a W and I can just move on.
During the fight, some people say it was a knockdown, some people say it was a slip. What do you feel it was?
Oh, you know what? The people who are probably ringside or on top of the balcony, they can actually see that my left leg actually slipped, and as I was just going down, he actually caught me with a shot around the back, and obviously any form of contact, the referee probably has to give me a count down, or the judges. But like I said before, it didn't faze me. I just still marching forward and took my time and slowly add some pressure.
How was Lopes as a boxer to fight? Obviously, you've watched some of his previous fights. What were you expecting, and did he bring what you were expecting to the fight?
Yeah, most definitely. Like I said, before, when he was with Don Charles, I was actually hiring him for sparring before, so I knew what he's about. Like I said, he probably have a good 4 rounds, moving away. He doesn't really want to get involved, and especially obviously when I watched him fight against Aussie, he's very skillful. Don't get it twisted, but he lacks a little bit with power and probably confidence to try and push me back. But I don't think anything that he had on that night could actually stop me doing what I need to do, and that's me getting that W.
So I want to talk about your last 2 fights. 2 fights ago, you lost to Arthur Iqbal, and a lot of people were saying you should have retired after that fight. What are your thoughts?
Like I said, with Arthur Iqbal, I was in great shape. I felt good, but like I said, once you get head-butted on the side of the temple and you're no longer yourself, you're all dazed up, anyone could become a puncher. And, he done what he had to do as a fighter. He applied more pressure and obviously stopped the fight, whatever round it was. But unfortunately, say example, if he faced me last night, a situation would have been different, But it is what it is.
So the fight after Arthur was Aussie, and like a lot of boxers that I've seen, their fight after the one that they've lost, they come back and their confidence is a bit knocked, so they're not always on best performance. I think you're going to be in agreement that really wasn't one of your best performances against Aussie. So how are you feeling about that fight?
Yeah, most definitely. I think me going into that fight, I had to be very, very cautious, because you know, yes, I got stopped against Arthur Eatbow, and it was a very bad head injury. And, you know, I had to obviously be cautious with me fighting Ozzy, and I knew he was strong, he was tough, and like I said, he was marching forward. But I just wanted to actually get the 10 rounds underneath my belt, like underneath my bank, and you know, just to see if I can, like, just move to see if Wadi can come back still. If Wadi's, do I have enough? And I actually showed that, you know, like, like I wasn't really bothered. And during that fight, I only had one lots of 10 rounds on sparring. So basically, I took that fight like a sparring session, but in real action. And like I said, I got a W there, 10 rounds again. Happy days. Whoever obviously wants to challenge for my belt, you know, you can obviously speak to Steve, my manager, or Terry, my trainer. And but like I said, all the options are all open. I know before around August, coming up to September, I know Eddie was offering that fight to Steve for me to fight, but he was playing mind games with that purses, how much this, trying to give me 2 weeks notice. As a lot of people obviously saw when I wrote a tweet, I said I need a dancing partner for September the 25th. And, you know, he wanted it, he was game for it. But like I said, I'm not a 2 weeks person, you know. If you want to actually fight me, or whoever wants to fight me, you know, let's do it properly. You know, 4 weeks camp and that, 5 weeks camp. Like we can do this and that, you know. Like, I'm easy. And yeah, so I'm running away, but if you want it, I'm here. Just contact my team, that's all.
Is there anyone you'd like to thank?
You know what, there's massive people to thank, you know. My sponsors and that, Lantern Recovery, AEM, Demolition, Butterfly Boxing, BoxFit, Ringside. All of you, the response that I get from you lot is so nice that I can talk to all of you over the phone, have some meals, chill out. That's been amazing. But also the fans, it was unbelievable. Like yesterday, like the whole U call was actually full up. It actually felt like I was in the prize fighter. It was just the noises, all my crazy sisters shouting, all the fans. It was just beautiful, and I'm so glad everyone got to see Wadi back in action, performing great, and yeah, you know what, onwards and upwards, man.
Now, obviously, this wouldn't have been possible last night because there's a big team behind you. So I know there's a couple of people personally you want to thank from your team.
Yeah, of course, you know, definitely as well. Like, I think from Lopes using his headbutting me and causing these damage. You know, I got 4 cuts, and that's a lot of work for the cornerman, especially Terry. You know, sorting out my 2 eyes. Then I had Ali sorting out the other 2 eyes, and it was just crazy. But you know what? Like, if they didn't do their job properly, I don't think I would have been able to continue, because obviously my facial would have been very bad, like all the cuts. And I just want to say thank you so much from my heart for looking after my face, so I can obviously do the business and get that W. As all of you saw, you know, I was just so happy for you lot to have a big smile.
And the final person I just want to mention is Steve Goodwin, who you're signed to. How has it been being signed to Steve? Like, what's he been able to do for your career?
Like I said, me and Steve, we have a good relationship, like really good. Like, we go out for meals, we chat regularly. I know sometimes he's very busy, obviously he's got boxes, but I know deep down here, obviously he's got a lot of love for me, and he calls me, he talks to me, like, has things. Sometimes I don't tell him everything, but I should obviously tell him everything. But I'm a person, I keep things to myself. But with Steve, it's wonderful relationship, And at the same time as well, you know, I know he's looking for big fights for me because I know he wants me to give up the Southern Area so other fighters can obviously have it in his stable. But, you know, he knows I won't give it up into something that's bigger or better approaches. And, but yeah, I know Steve next year, he's going to give me a big fight. And I'm going to be happy and I'm going to get that W and move on. I'm not finished, trust me.
So last night, your crazy sisters, all I could hear in the corner was the name Alba. Which is obviously your beautiful daughter. If you could give a message to your daughter now, what would you say?
If I can give a message to my daughter, I'll be, Alba, te quiero tanto, me gustaría que estabas ahí, y te quiero mucho. That's what I said. My little one speaks Spanish. And listen, the love I have for her, that's why they're all shouting, calling my daughter's name, because they know how much she means to me. I think everyone on my social media, everyone knows, you know, I love my daughter so much. And that's what she drives me. So, you know, to them, to my sisters, to actually call out her name and I can actually hear them because they were shouting in Spanish, all crazy words. And that made me push on much more. And I said, I'm not losing this fight. No way. And you know, my daughter was so happy today because she got to see her belt again. And all good, man. All good. I'm really pleased, man.
Brilliant. Well, thanks very much, Wadi, and rest up, and we'll see you in 2018.
Yeah, buddy. Thank you so much, everyone.